Hello friends, my name is Kishore Panchal and today we are going to discuss service inventory management. So friends, let's discuss about introductions. Inventory is a material that the firm obtains in advance of need, holds until it is needed and then use, consumes and incorporates into a product, sells or otherwise dispose it of. As simple as that. A business inventory is a temporary in nature. Inventories are stock of any kind like fuel and lubricants, spare parts, and semi-processed materials to be stored for future use mainly in the process of production, or it can be known as the ideal resource for any kind of having some economic value. So this is a brief introduction about service inventory management. So inventory valuation involves two processes broadly. First is determination of quality of each type of inventory held. Then assignment of the values of the unit items of inventory. So these are the inventory valuation involves two processes. Now the form of inventories. Friends, there are many types of inventories. In form of inventories depends upon the type of concern. All types of inventories do not require same treatment and this therefore policy with regard to each may also differ. So in the picture we can see that the types of inventory are raw material inventory, work in progress that is WIP inventory, then the finished goods inventory. Raw material inventories are, there are raw materials and other supplies, parts and components which enter into the products during the production process and generally form part of the products. Next is the work in process inventories. These are the semi-finished, work in process and partially finished products formed at a various stage of productions. Then spare part inventories, maintenance, repairs and operating supplies that is MRO which are consumed during the production processes and generally do not form part of products itself are referred as the spare part inventories. Then finished inventories. These are completed finished products ready for sale. In a manufacturing unit, they are final output of the production processes. They can also be classified as movement inventories, lot size inventories, anticipation inventories, and fluctuation inventories. Then we will discuss the cycle stock and the safety stock. The cycle stock and the safety stock is on hand delivery and time in days. So we can see the difference how the cycle stock and safety stock is there. Then the classification of inventories cost. Friends, inventories costs are traditionally categorized in four basic types. First is purchase cost. For items that are purchased from outside the firm, this is usually the unit price that the firm pays to the inventor. As an item moves through the logistics system of the firm, it purchase cost in the inventory analysis, which should reflect its fully landed cost, by which is mental the cost to acquire and moves the item to that point in the system. So this was the purchase cost. Then ordering cost. In addition to the per unit purchase cost, there is usually an additional cost which is incurred whenever we order, record, reorder or replenish the inventory. If we produce items internally, then there will be an organization setup cost. This happens because we have to shut down the manufacturing line and change over, reconfigure the line to make the specific item. This is the cost involved with the processing the order, involving paying the bill, auditing and so forth. So this was about the ordering cost. Next is holding cost. The cost that accrue due to the actual holding of the inventory over a period. Many different kinds of costs can be considered as holding costs. The key characteristics of the holding cost varies with the amount inventory being held and the time that is inventory is held. The holding cost can further be classified as storage cost, service cost, risk cost, and capital cost. So this was about holding cost. Now the shortage cost. When the demand arises which cannot be satisfied from available inventory and inventory shortage occurs, purchase ordering and holding costs can be through of as a cost of having inventories, while shortage costs result for not having inventory or for not having enough inventory at the right place at the time. So this was the shortage cost. Friends, four specific cases where shortage costs may be exist are back orders, lost orders, lost customer cost and disruption cost. These are the four specific cases where shortage costs may exist. Inventory control. Friends, inventory control is means by the which materials of the correct quality and correct quantity are made available as and when required with due regard to economic in storage and ordering cost. Here the desired level of inventory can neither be high or low because high level inventory will lead to increase in carrying cost while low level inventory will lead to increase in ordering cost. Friends, the activities of inventory control normally include the following things. Determination of limits of the inventories to be held, determination of inventory policies, selling out of investment pattern and its regulations as per the individual and the collective requirements, follow-up to examine the work of inventory policy and effect change as and when needed. Friends, scope of the inventory is determination of inventory policies, determination of various stock levels, determining economic order size, safety or buffer stock, determining lead time, examining the work of inventory policies. This is the scope of inventory control. Friends, now we will discuss the objective of the inventory control. Objectives are to ensure smooth flow of stock, to provide for required quality and material, to control investment in stock, protection against fluctuating demand, protection against fluctuation in output, minimization of risk and uncertainty, risk of obsolescence, minimization of material cost. So these are the objectives of the inventory cost. So friends, that is from my side. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.